Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and welcome to the Tiny YouTuber Corner, by which every once in a while I come on with some tips and tricks that have worked for me as a tiny YouTuber. You may be interested in this yourself. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Nice to see you on a Saturday evening talking about not so much frugality here, but gearing the subject matter for those people who are interested or maybe recently started a channel, maybe newly monetized. And I'm not so far away from you guys because I'm only at almost about 4,000 subs. So I think that folks like us deserve our little corner of the world. Just saying, just saying. How's everybody doing this evening? And I hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. I need a little something to drink, so please excuse me. Nothing like a little seltzer. There you go. Did you start a channel? Okay. Are you finding it expensive? It doesn't have to be expensive at all. In fact, I recommend you don't spend one thin dime yet. I really do. And this is what I started with. And this is what I work with still many times. Right now, I'm recording this from my Chromebook. Okay. It doesn't have to be fancy. All right. Now, these are many concerns. So it doesn't cost you a dime literally to start up. And that's a really big plus. But here's a recommendation. Look on my upper right-hand corner. What do you see up there? The terminology, StreamYard. I'm going to leave a link to StreamYard, okay? I don't make a thin dime. I have no affiliation with StreamYard other than being a user of it, and I love it. What I'm going to do is recommend that you give it a try to use the free plan. The plan that I use is the next level. It's the basic plan. When you use the basic plan, you're not going to see the typical duck logo that they're famous for. That goes away and you can insert your own logo, but you will see a watermark when you're on just the basic plan. For my needs with this channel at this time, I keep my expenses low, but I still get a lot of bells and whistles. Now, what do you get with the free plan? First of all, you get 20 hours of the ability to go live per month. 20 hours may sound like a little bit of time to some people, but can I tell you, 20 hours is a lot of live streaming time. For example, let's say your live stream show is only a half hour. You could do like literally 40 half-hour shows with 20 hours a month. FREE. And did you know that you can invite up to 6 guests? This is on the free plan. 0. You could keep going month in, month out, month in, and signing up is very simple. And all you're literally doing is you sign in, you send them your email address, they send you a login code. That's it. That's it. That's how easy it is to get on to that site. Okay. So let me just mention to you, this is what's going to happen. The StreamYard logo watermark will still appear. This is for the free plan. In the upper right-hand corner, like I just said. And you can invite up to 6 guests, like I just said. And that's a wonderful thing. 6 guests is like nothing to sneeze at. Here's what thrills me the most about this. By using StreamYard, if you have a phone, okay, mind you, 0 cost. How many of you film like regularly on your phone camera? And how many of you have limited storage space on your camera? My camera only has like 16 on it. Most people use about 32. And how many times you want to film, you want to make longer videos. I could sit here and talk to you for a really long time, like for hours, not worry about it. Even if I were to use this, because it is cloud-based and it does all the lifting up work for you, you don't have to worry about that storage because things are recorded through the cloud. Now, I'm not a technical person. I'm not really quite sure what that means other than it takes the burden off of your equipment. Free. So you could film, you could record using StreamYard, and it takes that burden off of you and will stop you from having to buy a brand new phone or brand new extra space for your phone. I think this is important to know. Another thing, as time goes on, you're going to try to do things to make your life easier. And that's understandable. For example, looking at my screen, right? This looks like this is highly edited. Here's the difference between editing and StreamYard. This is my opinion. I don't get a thin dime for saying this. The beauty of doing StreamYard is I could set myself up in my broadcast studio ahead of time. For example, I could create short video film clips like you might remember this one. I'll show it to you. Hang on. I think that's so cute. Here's another one I'm positive you're familiar with. And I've even created a call to action video film clip like this. But the feedback that I get is that a lot of people love this. Oops. This is just a tiny example of the stuff you can do. I made these things separately. I uploaded it to StreamYard and I tap on it whenever I need. There may be a person that would love to be a guest on my show, for example, but really can't be here on the day of the taping. So what they could do, they could actually create a film clip of whatever and send it to me. And I could play that film clip. It has been done here on my show. And I do that at times and send my film clips to Steve Young, who is also a member using StreamYard. Steve Young 74 channel, if you haven't had an opportunity to check that out. So I highly recommend, but you know what? Everybody starts at the beginning. Okay, so everybody starts at the beginning. Say, listen, this sounds like really scary, hairy, and too technical for me. Just do yourself a favor, go to the free version, and it is free. Now, if you want to do pre-records, of which personally I prefer, I go live when I'm in the mood to go live because live is like a little more labor intensive in my opinion. Going live is not for everybody. I rather do the pre-records mainly 99% of the time because I know what I want. I know when I want it. If I have a guest on my show, I could accommodate the guest better because what live time may work out for me, they may live in a different region and it may like not, work out as well. So I like to work around the pre-records. I can do an audio. If I ever want to stop my camera, watch this trick. You could do the same thing. Hang on a second. Let's see what happens here. There you go. Can you hear me? But you can't see me. Does this look familiar to some folks? There you go. Hang on. I'll be right back. I love these bells and whistles. Okay. So the major thing is that I could set up my show beforehand where people that film regularly, they have to kind of sort of, they elect to work to editing things afterwards. For me, I just rather do it before. But you're probably thinking, hey, Janet, but what if you make a mistake during it? You want to know the truth? I laugh at my mistakes. Unless the mistake is so horrible, then I will just ditch the recording and I will do that. But for me to sit here and not recommend StreamYard for you to try the free plan, I wouldn't be a good friend to you if I didn't do that. I highly recommend it. And the best part of all, it is for free. There are a number of other apps, for example. This is not an app. It's a cloud-based, browser-based streaming thing, okay? But getting back to apps for a minute, always go for the free stuff first. Go for the free stuff. I still work at times, once in a great while, when I do an old-fashioned filming, editing. I still go over to Video Shop. I have not paid one thin dime yet for Video Shop because I still use the free version. The same thing goes for thumbnail maker when I make my thumbnails. And the same thing goes for intro maker. I have really found out that these are really wonderful. By the way, I want to play for you one of my favorite songs that if I do a Sunday afternoon chat once in a while, you're going to hear this. So who says you can't host your own show? On the next time that I come back, I want to talk about some tips and tricks for when you go live and when you run your show. Yes, there is a terminology when you prepare for a show, and it's called the run of show. We'll talk more about that in the future. If you found value in this, I would really appreciate it if you would... I didn't mean to bombard you with all those video clips, but I wanted to demonstrate to you all the power you have in setting up your own show. Oh, and by the way, see this behind me? Here's the trick. I went over to Thumbnail Maker, and what I did was send the picture over. I emailed it to myself, and I uploaded it to StreamYard, and this is my virtual background. How do you like it? It's one of my favorites. I love that brick background. There you go. There's just so much you could do for the cost of zero. Just a little effort and zero. That's it. That's what it costs me. Absolutely nothing. Have a wonderful day. Pass this video around. Thank you. Bye-bye.